Hi, good evening, and how have you
Good,
been?
good evening. Everything is fine. And what about you?
Okay, I'm also doing exceptionally well. Thank you for asking.
So
Okay,
today's hot time meeting, maybe. So introduce
yes,
yourself for the viewers.
sure. As you know, my name is Deepika, and currently I'm connecting from Haryana. I hold a master's degree in commerce, and now I'm completely homemaker. Alongside, I also run a small YouTube channel, English with Deepika, where I share solo video and conversation video. And if you talk about my hobbies, I love to listen music, reading books, and learning something new every day. And apart from that, nowadays I'm also working on my communication and English speaking skills. So that's why I'm here because I want to learn more because whenever I connect with different kind of personality, so I every time I learn something new from that, and that thing I also boost my confidence because I'm able to encounter any and handle any kind of person, any kind of
Yes.
personality. Yeah, so that's pretty much about it. And
Okay.
could you introduce yourself?
Yes. Why not? Thank you giving me this opportunity to introduce myself. I'm Ismar Paswan from Nepal. To talk about my education, I have done CMA from Chinnamasta Institute of Technology, Rajgras, Saptari, Nepal. I have done also graduate from Tirubhani University, KTM, Nepal. If you talk about my working, so I am working in health first. I am a health person. I have a government job. And if you talk about my hobbies, searching new things, make new friends, and I have a YouTube channel. YouTube channel name is English with Mukesh, where I uploaded conversation videos, solo video, and my strength is communication skills. So that's all about me.
Okay, that's great. I would say
Yes.
I'm glad to hear from your side.
Thank you.
And so, what is the today's topic for discussion?
Yes, I would like to suggest what is the social media? What do you mean by social media, and why need social media in this time? So, what's your opinion?
Okay, as you know, uh, nowadays this era is completely depend of digital. Okay, our digital, you can see this is called a digital era. Okay, and because without social media, some people are can't survive because they are
Yes,
doing their work with the help of social media. For example, content creator. Okay, and so many people are depending on that technology. Or okay,
yes,
so that's why. And most of the time, social media is really helpful because with the help of social media, we can connect with any person in a fractions of seconds. Okay, and we get lots of information if you want to know something, so we get, and we also learn something. We also for example, now we can connect for a meeting. So in that way, social media is very helpful. But apart from that, if we are using in a wrong way or using like access limit, so in that case, social media, uh, the person became a prisoner. Okay, you can say digital prisoner. Okay, and it also most of the what happened most of the people when they start once they start the scrolling, so after mindless scrolling, they become literally they become socially isolated. Okay, they never focus the other person they are living surrounded them. They don't focus on them. They just become socially isolated. And apart from that, if you talk about social media, so social media, it's like it's up to you. Okay, how to maintain the screen time or your real life. Okay, when you use social media wisely, so it's very helpful for you. But when you use very excessive, okay, sometimes we also use doom scrolling. So in that way, it it completely affects your health also. Okay, you also taking so much stress. Your okay, your high eyes health, your brain. and you also feeling so lethargic after using a long time any kind of gadgets. Okay, and after spending a lot of time, they also you also become like unproductive. Okay, because earlier we tried to do something uh, own by own, but nowadays we are mostly people are completely dependent on social media. Let's see, for example, a chat gpt. Okay, people are using some creative, they try to create something own by own, but nowadays they just give the command to social media, I mean to chat gpt, and they just create in a fraction of second, you can say in a 1 minute, they create a good script for you. Okay, whatever you want, any picture, any script, anything. So that's how people day by day depend on social media as well as technology, I would say. And technology and social media, you already know, these are interconnected to each other. So without you can say social media, some people can't survive. Okay,
Yes.
and but I would say one more thing, because if suppose people are using social media, but when it comes to kids, okay, when it comes to kids, they are also using excessively. Okay, in that way, they also destroy their creativity, their health. Okay, and they are being lethargic, they are being like unproductive. Okay, so in that way, they also run their life somewhere.
Yes.
Okay, so I would say overall, I would say social media is, I don't say it's a bad thing. Of course, it's a very good thing, but it's depend on you how you are using in
Yes.
that
Yes.
manner. Yeah. So what's your opinion on that topic?
Okay, that's great. I agree with your point. You said describe what is the social media and why need social media. I agree with your point. Yes, social media means I have to understand this is the a learning platform. Yes, we
Right.
can get different kinds of news. What is happening in the world? What is going on? In the previous time, that times your social media is not available, so it's difficult to share with any types of idea, any types of message, any types of mail, like it's different kinds of problem that times. You have
Right.
to go many person have to run 5 days 10 days after that kinds of problem send and understood in the previous time, but nowadays social media, what is happening in this time in all over the world, we can see, we can listen, we can understand what is happening in the world. So everything we can understood through social media. Social
Mhm.
media means you have to understand Facebook, Instagram, like as which is the many application at this time.
Mhm.
Yes, we can learn anything easily. When social media is not was not available, so that times need many teacher. I have to learn something, so I have to go physically there. I have to learn to do. But
Right.
nowadays, if I stay in rural area, yeah, town area, and other places, that is not different. We can learn from my home. We can learn from any places. It is the advantage of social media. Yes.
Right.
If I have any knowledge, we can share use of platform. Just if I have knowledge, we can teach to many students through social media. We can learn
Mhm.
many things through social media. It is a lot of facilities available, everything, and we can describe our locality. Here is many person. Many person can do this kinds of work. Hair culture is this, that. I can describe it. And many person, they watch, they listen, they understand. Oh, that country people, culture, environment, everything they understood easily through social media. So unlimited advantage and other things, everything two way. One is advantage and one is disadvantage. Social
Mhm.
media sometimes it is to be dangerous when
Mhm.
twist news, bad news broadcast. So
Mhm.
many person agree, angry, that kinds of
Right.
words,
Rumors.
demonstration, noise, calm. So what do you think? This sometimes it is good, sometimes to be bad. So I have to use which things is better for the all community, all who is users, who is watching social media. So I have to upload any video. So it is better for them or not. First of all, I have to decide it. And any person, any podcast, any news who is uploaded in social media, they have to think first of all. Oh, if news I uploaded and it is helpful, it is understandable to other people or not. So first of all, you have to decide it and which things is better. So that kinds of video only uploaded. Yes. So
Mhm.
two way, and I have to also in social media bad things also available, like as good things also available. So you have to decide it which things is better, which things is not better. You decide it on yourself, and that kinds of content, that kinds of video, you can watch, you can understand. So it is advantage for like as think personal. Yeah.
Right, right. And I completely, you can say, agree with that point. And what happened when we are using limit, you can say lots of we spend lots of time on social media. So in that way we just you can say tuned out the world. Okay, we sometimes we don't know what's going on around us. Okay, so we're just completely tuned out the world, and after that what happened, we are just focusing on their own things. Okay, in that way we are also losing the bond of with our family members, with friends and other persons. Okay,
Yes.
because nowadays in that time only we focus on that social media. You can say virtual friends, or you can say virtual world. We just completely focus on that virtual world. So that's how people are disconnected from the reality, or you can say they are started to living in a bubble. Okay, they don't
Yes.
know what's going on around them. So that's how they somewhere they also like losing their relationship, losing their sometimes respect, because what happened when you focus, when you give some quality times to your parents, to your family, to your kids, so they always
Yes.
all supports you, helps you, even respects you. Okay, but you always giving that you can say that time to on your only virtual world. In that way they start to keep you can say he try to keep far away from you. So in that way it happens after sometimes you also realize that things people are trying to avoid you. Okay, and
Yes.
you can't do anything from that condition because you already engaged with somewhere. So that's why people trying to avoid you. So, so if you want to overcome, or you want to remove that kind of things, so you need to balance your screen time. Okay, you should
Yes.
try to balance your screen time. What happened? People are like wake up and suddenly you can say immediately they grab the phone. Okay, and
Yes.
start to scrolling, like they're watching notifications, lots of things they do. Okay, And after some time, while scrolling, they forget how time is flying. And after 1 hour, 1.5 hour, they realize, okay, we are getting late for office, we are getting late for their work. It
Yes.
happened. So instead, you spending your time on social media, you also use that product time for productive working. For example, you can go for walk, you can exercise, you can do other health. You can say you can also follow healthy routine for yourself.
Yes.
Okay, because after when you know what when you start your day, okay, that time whatever you fill in your brain, whatever you give the information your brain is work according to that. Okay, you
Yes.
are what are you doing? You just starting scrolling your phone. You get lot of notification, and in that way we are start to comparing with others. Okay, he and she is going like traveling like foreign, and he's getting so much subscribers, so much viewers. So we start to thinking about that, and what
Yes.
happened? Brain, our brain takes lots of little stress at the same time, and what happened due to that, your day will be maybe there's a completely how would say just not destroy but yeah ruin. Okay, so
Yes.
it's
Yes.
up to you how to start your day and how to enjoy your day. So when you start your day with a healthy exercise, with a healthy routine, so definitely your day will be like energetic. Your day will be
Yes.
productive.
Yes.
So what will
Okay.
you think about that? How to maintain our screen time or your personal life?
Can you repeat again question?
I mean, how to maintain our screen time and our personal life.
Oh, leisure time. How do we use? That's your question.
Mhm. Yes,
Yes, leisure time I have to understood and I have to use great way. Which times do you use that kinds of times so you do good work to your society, to your family, and they learn from you. Oh, he is doing good work.
just give me a second. Actually, your voice is cracking, and I'm talking about your screen time. How to balance your screen time and your personal life. Now you can start. I will continue.
Yes, I manage my personal time like as which is I have to do normal things in activities. So I did, and just I have to do good work, and I have to work in office. And what is the work office responsibility? So I understood, and I do that kinds of work. And leisure time, just I enjoy some things like reading newspaper, like as a story. When I study a story, so we can learn many things from there. So that times I use this way.
Okay, so how do you start your morning? I want to know that. How do you start your morning?
Okay, you talk about so that things I get off early in the morning, 5, and after then I have to do morning activities, which I did, and I did exercise, and after then take breakfast, some things, and